She's able to lay it up and in for the bucket.
Another jump ball and good defense to get the ball back to Kennett. Finished a thought on the second game. So Cape and Sykes going to be playing. Cape took a loss to Jackson, and then Sykeston made a comeback against Poplar Bluff, but just couldn't finish it. They were down double digits a couple different times. Got it down to 4, and that was the final.
Heiser with a bucket after the steal by Notre Dame.
Heiser's second bucket of the game, isn't it, partner?
Yeah, she has 4. 4 points.
Easy layup there for Berger off the steal. Riley Berger, the junior, her second bucket of this early game. Notre Dame lead up to 8. They lead at 10-2.
No, Notre Dame's done a nice job with this 2-2-1 press. Getting some steals off that.
As you said right there, stepped in the lane and got another steal there. Did Kellum. It's going to stay right here with Notre Dame on the alternating possession. Midway, first quarter action. Had a pretty good night here last night. All 4 games went pretty smooth. This 4 o'clock game, a lot of times it's early. Folks not off work yet or whatever. You know, you may not get the crowd out for these early games, but it'll start picking up with this 5:30 game. Sykes will probably bring in a crowd. Then 2 good semifinal action tonight, and I'm sure the attendance will pick up in here. Get our first foul of the game. It's going to go against Randall. That's her first. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't Randall. I was looking at Kennett. That was Heiser. My bad.
Heiser got the steal and missed the layup, so a little frustration there. She reached in and got the foul.
Williams got the bucket and the foul after getting the steal. Williams paced the Lady Bulldogs last night. She had 19 points for Notre Dame, the lead all scores. Morrow checks in for Kennett. Along with Collier. Excuse me, it was Jennifer Lee that checked in for Notre Dame. Little over 3 minutes left. Another steal. Nice save by Williams. And a baseline jumper. Up and good for Heiser again. Heiser's got 6 points now to lead Notre Dame. She had 12 in last night's game. Kennett very young. Lots of freshmen, sophomores, a couple of juniors, no seniors on the team for Kennett, so a young squad out there for Coach McCaig. He's in his second year for the Lady Indians. Another steal by Jennifer Lee. She's come in and created a couple of turnovers defensively for Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's being patient on offense against this man-to-man that Kennett's playing. Williams thought about a 3, but she decided to give it up, and Notre Dame turns it over right there. Yeah, good defense by Kennett.
It was good defense. A little careless by Notre Dame. As Jeff said, Kennett did a good job staying with the ball, creating that turnover. Kick ball, so to stay right there. Notre Dame's had this 12-point lead for about a minute or so here, 14-2. Been stuck on that score for about the last 60 seconds or so. 3 ball, too hard. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. Williams was calling for it. She was wanting to spot up. Shot an air ball out of bounds. 1:41 left here in this first quarter.
And for the Lady Bulldogs, number 22, Riley Berger.
Talked about it last night during the game, and we'll talk a little bit more tonight. We'll talk about some of these sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Thank all the support for all the girls in the SEMO conference. There's another steal by Lee, and she got the assist on an easy bucket by Riley Berger.
Yeah, Lee, nice pass, found Berger underneath.
Another deflection.
Tell you, Chris, what I really like about Notre Dame here is the way they are patient on offense. Not a lot of dribbling. Sometimes you see teams just over-dribble.
Yeah, dribble too much. That's a good point. Left-hand jumper off the mark. Inside a minute. Kennett to get a couple of subs in at the next whistle, but not before another turnover. Berger looks to push it. Nice pass over, but we're going to get a travel violation against Bowens. And 4 new players in for Kennett. 26 seconds left. They find themselves down due to the Lady Indians 16-2. Hospitality Room's got some Zaxby's tonight, we hear. Looking forward to going back there in between games later.
Nice bucket.
Randall gets her first bucket of the night. Cuts the lead back to 12, 16-4. Jennifer Lee kind of got behind the defense. They lost her on the baseline. That was way too easy for her. And that will end the first quarter. Notre Dame leads at 18-4. You're watching the 2018 Girls SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Notre Dame basketball to start this second quarter. They enjoy a 14-point lead. They led throughout that first quarter. They jumped out to a quick 8-0 lead and never looked back. Williams a little too long on that 3 ball. Good rebound by Caroline Patton, a 5'9" sophomore for Kennett.
Okay, still there by Heiser.
Yeah, and a left-hand layup as she did a good job anticipating the pass on the far end. Just stepped in the passing lane, picked it off.
Heiser with 8 points so far in the game.
She leads Notre Dame, doesn't she?
She does.
I believe. Little floater in the lane, off the mark by Thomas. And it'll stay with Kennett on the alternating possession.
Heiser has 8 points for Notre Dame, and Berger has 6.
Another pass deflection by Heiser. And she's the first player in double digits in this game now. And Notre Dame lead has ballooned up to 18 now, 22-4. Only a minute gone here in this second quarter. Kennett really struggling against this Notre Dame pressure defense. Berger got her hand on another ball, and that'll create another turnover.
Notre Dame, like you said, Chris, very active on the defensive end. They know how to play that pressure defense. Sometimes it looks like you're out there playing against 8 players, as active as they are, so they're doing a nice job.
First game of 4 for tonight. We've got a couple of consolation semifinals in these first 2 games. Then we'll jump ahead to championship semifinal action tonight. Kennett Notre Dame here. Then we'll have Cape and Sykeston. Dexter and Saxony will be the first championship semifinal game. And then Jackson and Bluff will be the nightcap. Has had a couple of turnovers back and forth for each team, so just kind of trading possessions in the last little bit, both these squads. Nice little dish off by Williams. Berger left it just a little short, though. Four games last night, 4 tonight. Then we'll have 4 more on Thursday for championship night. Riley Berger picked up her first foul, second team foul against Notre Dame. So nobody in foul trouble. Early second quarter action here. Couldn't get the first free throw to go. Jaco will get a second one and got the second one to go. Jaco, a freshman for Kennett, did not get in the scoring column last night and will get a block down on this end as they're going to get Randall as she was trying to slide down to the baseline and take a charge, but got there about a half a second too late and is going to get charged with the blocking foul. First free throws of the night for Julia Williams. She was a perfect 5 for 5 from the line last night. And she sunk that first one. And she got them both.
She's got a nice looking shot.
(24-5), Notre Dame leads it big. And we're going to get another reach-in foul. I think that's going to be on Williams. That's the first on her. Third team foul against Notre Dame. We get a couple of subs in here as Williams and Berger are going to get a quick breather. B-Sync checked back in for Notre Dame. Another steal. And they're going to say she dribbled it off the sideline, did Kellum.
Notre Dame number 25, Yasmin Rogers.
5:30 left in this first half. Notre Dame up 24-5. Good entry pass and a good job by Lee coming over with the defense. And we're going to get a foul on the putback.
Foul number 25, Yasmin Rogers, her first. Team foul number 4.
Foul on Rogers and Antonia Randall. Going to go to the free throw line for her first free throws of the night. Got the first one to go. She'll get a second. Randall scored 2 points last night for Kennett. Has 3 already in this game. She missed the second. Another turnover by Notre Dame. Gives it right back to Kennett. Good interior passing by the Lady Indians for the easy bucket. Harris, the freshman, got that. Kennett picking up the defensive pressure here.
In for the Lady Indians, number 24, Lexi Rubel.
Rubel checks in for Notre Dame. B-Sync's going to get called for the travel. Gives it right back to Kennett. And a little bit of a sloppy game by both teams. Turnover starting to pile up already here with 4:38 left in this first half. Couldn't save the entry pass. No, they're going to say it went off Notre Dame. Nope. They're going to say it went off Kennett. I thought there for a second they were going to let the Indians have it. And we're going to get a block call on the baseline.
Fouls on the Lady Indians, number 14, Antonia Randall, her second.
Coach McKay, he was happy with the effort over there. He said, that's fine. I like to see the effort.
Sure. Kennett's doing a really nice job on the defensive end down here, playing a tough man-to-man half-court defense on Notre Dame.
Turnovers is what's really hurt them in this first half, Jeff.
Yep.
Nice move by Williams for the lay-in. She's got 6 points now. Notre Dame leads it 26-8. Some of our gold sponsors, Buffalo Wild Wings and Pizza Inn, Abco, First State Community Bank, First Midwest Bank, and Colton's, Montgomery Bank, and JD Steakhouse. JD Steakhouse was the hospitality room last night, and it was very good. Focus Bank, Ferguson Medical Group, Missouri Delta Medical Center, SEMO Health Network. I'd like to thank all those gold sponsors that help make these broadcasts possible. Talked to Wayman Sims, who was bringing in the food last night from JD's, and thanked him for his support of the boys and the girls. For those of you who do not know, so the girls tournament is here all this week, and then next week the boys tournament will take place here at the field house, as B-Sync left that one a little short. Just over 3 minutes left, so a lot of work goes into this.
A lot of behind-the-scenes work, Chris, like you said, by various members of the staff of the Sikeston Public School System, and like you said, the different sponsors.
Yeah, obviously it's easy to, watch these and, you see officials and, players and coaches and everything, and you're obviously watching this feed. So, there's some students that are in a digital media class that, are helping putting this together, do all the camera work. They do a fabulous job. Coach Beidler does a great job with that class. 3-ball goes in and out. But, to your point, a lot of the other behind-the-scenes stuff, that Coach McGill helps coordinate, the Sykes athletic director. You got guys outside in this cold all night long out in the parking lot, directing people when they're coming in. You just think about the amount of folks it takes, all the, ticket workers and the gate workers and all the gals in the back and the hospitality that take care of everybody else. They do a fabulous job back there each and every night. Michelle and Amy back there taking care of us. Like to thank them. In and out on both those free throws. Offensive putback wouldn't go. Now they get another chance. Line it up for 3 by Williams. That was halfway down and came back out.
I think there's a lid on that basket.
Yeah, I think so. Now Kennett wants to get out and run. Pushing the action was Camille Thomas, and she's going to be fouled and go to the line for 2 free throws.
Going to the line for the Lady Indians, number 1, Camille Thomas.
Rubel couldn't get those free throws to go down. Both of them look like nice shots, and they just, like Chris said, just went in and out.
And Williams had that 3. It looked like that was about halfway down and came back out. Thomas, 1 of 2 from the line there. Notre Dame leads it. Just over 2 minutes left in this first half, 26-9. Kennett fans wanted a charge there. Notre Dame fans wanted a block. Can't make everybody happy, can you?
You're going to be about 50-50 on that.
Depending on how many people are in the crowd for each side, right?
That's right.
Good hustle. Girls diving on the floor after the ball.
In for the Lady Indians, number 24, number 10. In for the Lady Bulldogs, number 35 and number 14.
I like how Kennett said it a few times. Their defense here on the half-court end did a pretty good job at that, playing hard. I like how when the substitutes came in for Notre Dame, the girls are yelling out who they have, what number. That's the way you do it.
Communication key in any sport.
Exactly.
Especially out here on the basketball floor. We're right here closer to the Kennett bench, so we can hear the Kennett coach a lot better. And I heard him during one of the timeouts earlier talking to his girls about communicating. And a bucket by Heiser.
She's got 12.
Extends the lead back out to 19, 28-9's a score inside a minute. Here comes Williams pushing the pace, left hand, and she's going to be fouled out front before the shot. That's only going to be team foul number 5 against Kennett, so no free throws yet as neither team is in a bonus.
Team foul number 5.
Glad you're here with us if you couldn't make it out. Almost at halftime here between the 5 and 8 seed. Three ball off the mark. See if Kennett can cut into this lead here late in this first half. Instead, they get a strip and a steal for Notre Dame. Heiser missed it.
Good hustle there by Jaco to run her down and kind of throw off her timing on that layup.
She sure did. Inside 10 seconds, see what Kennett can get off here to close this half. Little runner, good from the baseline by Jaco. So as Jeff said, she had good defense on the end by us, and she followed up with a little runner right before the buzzer. So that'll bring us to half. Notre Dame leads at 28. 11. Back after this break, you're watching the 2018 Girls SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Williams back here at the half. Here's Jeff with first half stats.
Okay, the Kennett Lady Indians had 11 points the first half. They had Thomas with 1, Randall with 3, Jaco with 3, Harris with 2, and Spielman with 2. Lady Indians were 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. Notre Dame, Williams had 6. Heiser, the leading scorer, with 12. Lee with 2. Berger with 6. And Rubel with 2. And Notre Dame Lady Bulldogs were 2 out of 5 from the free throw line.
Julia Williams started that with a missed shot to start this second half. Spot up 3 off the mark. And we're going to get a foul on a rebound. I think they're going to get Thomas going over the back. That's her first.
You know, Chris, that second quarter was a closely contested quarter.
Sure was.
It was 10-7 Notre Dame that second quarter after the 18-4 first quarter.
Left-hand layup good for Williams. Lead back up to 19 now, 30-11.
Good pass.
Yeah, another deflection, as you said. Nice pass down to Riley Berger. Called Berger's name a couple times early, but didn't see much of her in that second quarter. Now she gets a steal and another good pass to Williams and a quick 6-0 run here to start this third quarter for Notre Dame. And the lead balloons up to 23. And another turnover by Thomas.
Looks like Notre Dame has taken that full court press and just up another level here in the early going of the second half.
Spot up 3. Good for Megan Heiser.
Heiser with 15 on the game.
Heiser knocked down 2 threes last night in the loss to Saxony. It's a 9-0 run to start this third quarter. Make it an 11-0 run now as Riley Berger got the bucket.
Berger with double figures now with 10.
And we're going to get a foul.
In for the Lady Indians, number 50, Ara Spielman.
That's going to be the second on Heiser. Good deflection right there by Kellum. Early third quarter action here, the first game of tonight. We'll be bringing you all 4 as Berger knocked that one out of bounds. Kennett Notre Dame here. Cape and Sykeston scheduled to start at 5:30. Dexter and Saxony, the 7 o'clock game, and 8:30 will be Jackson and Poplar Bluff. And another turnover, give it back to Notre Dame. Jeff, I hate to break it to you. I know you like to get up early each and every day and get you an early morning workout. I didn't walk in my front door last night till 10:20 after these games. So
wow.
It's going to be past your bedtime tonight when you get home.
Tell you what, I'm usually in bed by 9:30, so.
Nice little jumper from the elbow by Williams. She's got 6 points here in this quarter, 12 in the game. Dumping it down low. Couldn't finish, though. Kellums gets the rebound and wants to get out and run. Williams pushed it ahead. And the lead gets up over 30. 32 now, point lead by Notre Dame as they lead at 42-11. Kennett yet to score here in this third quarter. It's been all Notre Dame.
Yeah, it's 15-0 this quarter, Notre Dame. I don't know if they got a little halftime speech or what. You can see the intensity has just gone up another level or two here the second half for Notre Dame Lady Bulldogs.
No doubt about it. Took the contact, did Megan Heiser, and got the bucket.
Heiser was 17 points so far in the game.
She leads all scorers, does Heiser. Couldn't get it to go. Could Hubbard.
Nice block by Berger. You can see the athleticism right there. Jumped across the lane and swatted the ball out of bounds.
3 new players in for Notre Dame. 3:59 left in this third quarter. It's been a 15-0 run by Notre Dame to start this quarter. And that run finally gets stopped as Hubbard hit the baseline jumper.
First points by Hubbard in this ball game.
Played last night but did not get in the scoring column, did Hubbard. Good to see her get her first 2 points of the tournament.
Lee shuffled her feet. Turnover for Notre Dame.
In the game for the Lady Indians, number 32, Anella
Harris a check-in, the freshman. Talked about it in the first half. Kennett very young, a lot of freshmen and sophomores out on the floor. Only a couple of juniors and no seniors for Kennett. As a spot-up three, good for Jaco. Jaco's a freshman.
Jaco's a nice-looking ball player.
Kellen
does a
cut
lot of
off.
things well, yeah.
And good defense down there by the Lady Indians, forcing the turnover.
Good post-up move there by Spillman.
Yeah, good ball movement. That looked like Coach McKay called out a specific play, and they ran it to perfection and got the easy look down low for Spillman. 45-18 to score. 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Another foul, and we'll have some free throws coming up.
Looks like Williams is going to the free throw line. She's 2 for 2 at the line so far tonight. First shot's up and good.
Make that 3 of 3. She was a perfect 5 for 5 last night. So, tell you what, Notre Dame gets in a tight game. I want the ball in her hands if I'm a Notre Dame fan. Perfect in the tournament.
She's got 10 points this quarter.
$47-18 is our score. Push it ahead to Williams, who will go in for the easy bucket.
Nice look after that steal.
Another deflection there by Besink.
Back in the game for the Lady Indians, number 15, tonight on Matt 25, Yasmin Rogers back in for Notre Dame.
Rogers checks in for Notre Dame. Being very patient, found a wide open three, couldn't get it to go, but got the offensive rebound, missed the putback, and Lee clears.
Number 25, Yasmin Rogers.
And Rogers gets a bucket.
Rogers' first points of the game.
Played last night but didn't get in the scoring column, so just over a minute left in this third quarter. Notre Dame leads at 51-18.
Good defense by Notre Dame. Get the steal there.
Saved it over in the corner. Boy, did a good job getting. I thought she was going to get trapped over there. Williams couldn't get it. Rogers put back wouldn't go. Now gets another chance, and we're going to get a tie-up situation. And it's going to be Kennett basketball on the alternating possession. 31 ticks left in this third quarter.
Also number 10.
Another good entry pass there, stolen by Bowens.
Jaco with the rebound.
Couldn't get a shot off, could the Indians, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Notre Dame leads at 51-18. Back after this break with fourth quarter action. You're watching the 2018 Girls SEMO Conference Tournament on SPS TV. Chris Hotchkiss, Jeff Williams back here. We start fourth quarter action. Notre Dame leads it big, 51-18, and they're going to start with a turnover. The clock will continue to run as long as this stays above 30 points. Poked away. It'll stay right here with Kennett.
Notre Dame has 3 players in double digits scoring. Williams with 18, Heiser with 17, and Berger with 10.
Tipped out of bounds. Excuse me.
Kennett leading scorer is Jaco with 6.
Cape and Sykeston will get ready for the 5:30 game time. Just over 5 o'clock right now. 6:40 left in this ball game. Heiser thought about a three, but she'll drive instead, drew some defenders and dumped it off to Berger, who's going to get a couple of free throws. Five new players for the Lady Bulldogs will get up off the bench and check in after this first free throw. Berger gets the first one.
Line change for Notre Dame. In for the Lady Indians, number 1 and number 30.
And Berger couldn't hit the second. 52-18's our score. Going to get a foul on Rogers. That's her second. Only the second team foul against Notre Dame. Just over 5 minutes left. Lady Bulldogs lead it 52-18. Good defense there by Rogers. Notre Dame being very patient here offensively. Want to make sure they get the right shot.
Kennett Lady Indians still playing hard. Scoreboard's not in their favor, but they have not lacked in any effort tonight at all.
No doubt about it. Leah take a 15-foot jumper, was off the mark. Good anticipation there by Bowens, and she'll go in and get the easy bucket.
Bowens' first bucket.
I think she's the younger sister of the Bowens that played for Notre Dame a couple years ago. Blake Bowens, that was his name,
I believe
wasn't
that
it?
was it. Good player.
Good defense out front there by B-Sink. Long range three off the mark, but offensive board. Left to put back short. Notre Dame clears. 3:20 left in the game. They've got the ball and a 36-point lead.
It's pretty good math there, Chris.
Been helping my daughter with college algebra this semester.
Well,
so
if you can do that, you're pretty good.
I didn't say I could do it, but try to help. First free throw, too hard, off the mark. Rogers to get a second. Couldn't get the second one to go. Kennett clears the board. Rogers with another steal. Did a good job anticipating that pass.
Rogers does a nice job on the defensive end.
She does. Not going to see her fill up the scoring column, but she comes in, hustles, gives you that defense that you talk about. As the clock goes inside 2 minutes in this ball game. Sykeston and Cape await the next game as we get a foul and 2 free throws coming up.
Caroline Patton going to the free throw line, looking for her first points of the game.
Got the first free throw, did Patton. 4 new Lady Indians check in for Kennett. Couldn't connect on the second. And we'll get another foul on the offensive board and a couple of more free throws coming up here for Harris.
Harris has 2 points, looking to add to that total.
Got the first one to go, did Harris. And got the second one.
Second one rolled out.
Rolled out?
Sure did.
Looked down too quick. Keeping me on my toes.
Yeah. I think scoreboard should say 20, but not too sure about that.
So that'll wrap it up here in the first game of the night. 54-20 is the final as Notre Dame wins it here tonight. So Notre Dame will move on to the consolation championship game that will be played Thursday at 5:30. Kennett will drop down into the 7th and 8th place game on Thursday at 4 o'clock as Sykeston and Cape Central will hook up in a 6 and 7 matchup here. Sykeston coming in as the 6th seed. Cape Central coming in as the 7th seed in this game tonight as Jeff's tallying up the final point totals right there. We'll let him read those off.
Let's run down the Kennett Lady Indians scoring first of all. You've got Thomas with 1 point. Randall with 3. Patton with 1. Jaco was the leading scorer. She had 6. Hubbard with 2. Harris with 3. And Spillman with 4. Kennett was 5 out of 9 from the free throw line. For the Notre Dame Lady Bulldogs, Julia Williams was the leading scorer. She had 18. Bowens with 2. Heiser was 17. Lee with 2. Berger with 11. Rubel with 2. And Rogers with 2 points. Lady Bulldogs were 5 out of 10 from the free throw line.
So that'll wrap it up here from game 1. Notre Dame moves on to the consolation championship bracket. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll come back in 15 minutes with Sykeston taking on Cape.